What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news straight off the press concerning Gennady Golovkin and Chocolatito Gonzalez. Gonzalez, man, he actually lost it was a pretty close fight. I think, he won. He did enough to win, and I can understand him, being, feeling like he was robbed. Because, in a lot of people's eyes, he did take that body shot. That was an honest knockdown. So, but a point was deducted from, I can't pronounce his name right now. I had it pronouncing pretty good, but I don't want to kill it. So, the Thai fighter, he put up a valiant effort, and he did what he's supposed to do. So, I can't really take nothing from him. Because, for every, he was the busier fighter, I don't know about the punch stats. The punch stats, Gonzalez outlanded him damn near by 100 punches. So I don't know what was up with that. But again, this is boxing, so, anything's possible, but we haven't heard word from Gonzalez. He hasn't made a statement as of now of how he feels, but I'm pretty sure, by the way he left the ring, that he was pretty pissed off that he didn't get the decision, and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez is regarded as, the #1 pound for pound, or he was, But, the beautiful thing about boxing is upsets do happen like this, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, after that happened, upset city. It didn't happen before time and time again, especially in the sport of boxing, where the guys that should win don't always win, for whatever reason, whether it's knockout or decision or whatever, or disqualification, like in Roy Jones Jr. case. So, but Golovkin versus Jacobs, like I said, it was going to be exactly like I said it was going to be. It was going to be a tactical, strategic boxing match. You had some fireworks sporadically, but not very often. Golovkin picked his shots. Danny Jacobs, I think, was the busier. He was the quicker. He was obviously the bigger fighter, but he took Golovkin's punch pretty good. However, he was dropped in the, I believe in the 4th round. He was dropped, and Golovkin landed a beautiful right hand because Danny Jacobs kept fucking turning southpaw for some reason, and I didn't really understand that, because he was really doing well, and I really don't know why he felt it was necessary to get in that southpaw stance, because, it wasn't like he was shooting that left, and really he was giving away a lot of right hands from Golovkin, because Golovkin actually, scored that knockdown because of that southpaw stance. So, but in the middle of the fight, in the middle rounds, like 7, 8, 9, and 10, Jacobs really started to come on, and he was working to Golovkin's body. The only question mark I had about that particular fight was, why was Golovkin not going to the body like he should? I didn't expect him to just target the body, but I did think he would touch downstairs. He threw a lot of uppercuts. The uppercut was successful in that fight from Golovkin. I think that stunned Jacobs, but I seen Jacobs take his punch after the knockdown pretty good. He was an amped fighter. I think that Jacobs really was his own worst enemy tonight, because he could have done a lot more, I feel. Because Golovkin really was, like I said, Golovkin's not an inside fighter. He either catches you coming in or catches you going out. Either one or the other, Now, he will rip shots to the body if he's in a clinch, because he has this way of coming out of the clinch, not like Lomachenko or something like that, like with a spin, but he'll actually use his body weight to turn a certain position when a guy's clinching him and get up and, and throw a punch off and get that shot off. So he does do that, and he did that a little bit tonight. But I do feel that he did beat Danny Jacobs because the knockdown was really the separation, just like the Kovalev and Andre Ward fight, actually. I think Kovalev beat Andre Ward because of the knockdown, but Golovkin did do everything off his jab, just like I predicted. This fight went exactly how I was going to go. Now, it was slick of Jacobs to come in with that extra weight, because I think that extra weight was definitely his advantage, and it helped him, because the right hands that was landed, if you could see Danny Jacobs' face and you could see Gennady Golovkin's face, you could see the comparisons. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that shows a lot. The legs don't lie and the face damn sure don't lie. If you're getting caught with shots, your face is going to show, right? So if you're getting hit with shots that hurt, your knuckles are going to blow, right? So that's basically what it was in that particular fight. Jacobs had a few lumps here and there, on his top eyebrow, under his cheek on both sides. Hell, it was looking kind of like Jermaine Taylor in there for a while, his facial expressions and stuff like that, when he started to swell, just like Pacquiao had Cotto looking like Rigondeaux at one point because of the swells, right? Made his eyes a lot tighter because of the swelling, and I just thought that was humorous or whatever, but it was a decent performance by Golovkin. He fought a smart fight. I think that he should have worked the body more, but he does deserve the decision. I think if they would have gave it to Jacobs, it wouldn't have been a straight robbery, but the decision wouldn't have went to the right person. Just like the Ward fight, Ward Kovalev, you can't be too bad about that, because that was a close fight at the end of the day, like this fight. So I can understand Danny Jacobs, thinking that he won that fight, because, he really wasn't hurt, he was, the time that he was hurt, he was down. So, he tasted Golovkin's power early. Now, the beginning rounds, I couldn't really fathom who was winning, simply because there was really nothing happening. It was just a boxing match at that point. It was like watching a game of tennis in retrospect, because, these guys were, their defense was high, and, they stuck to their jab, but Golovkin does have a powerful jab, and I think the jab stunned and startled Jacobs. That's one powerful punch, and people underestimate that punch from Golovkin. They always look for the right hand, the left hook upstairs, the left hook to the body, the right hook to the body, and the uppercut. They look at all these other punches, and they really overlook the jab, and that's where he starts things off at. Golovkin has a powerful jab, and it's an accurate jab. He'll stick it to your face just like he did Lemieux, but Jacobs has a pretty good jab, but he was lackadaisical in there. Like I said, he would take breaks, and he would fight in spots. And that's the type of fight that, and that's when Golovkin had his opportunity, and he came on and he was able to get in those shots, and these quick little angles, and he would time Danny Jacobs, because Danny Jacobs, he would do the same thing. If he wasn't clinching, he was taking a walk around the block, and here comes Golovkin, with a jab to the face or a straight right, or he was coming up underneath with that uppercut. So, the fight was very tactical. It was a tactical fight, but this was an interesting fight of boxing. You guys, please subscribe. Check out my Facebook fan page. Hit the like button. And you guys been Counterpunch. Until the next one. Peace.